Looks like Dwayne is going to get his first win here. This is the very, very first game, so it is 1-0 Dwayne. Looks like we got a pretty evenly matched Fargo rating here, where only 1 point separates them. Dwayne's cue ball goes in the drink there, and 2 balls, a little funny, but with ball in hand, it you should be able to navigate the 2 pretty well here. So it's important to get. He might just use the 3. No, he chose not to. Yeah, I like just kind of easily stunning this ball between the 5 and the 9 here. Looks like he might go up top. Oh, he missed the whole shot. That was a little quick, huh? A little quick there. He might have hooked him. Yeah, it looks like he's got him from this angle. He's going to have to do some leapfrogging here. So the good thing about that miss was can't see the 3. But I saw Rich. Rich was playing next to me yesterday, probably for a couple hours. So he does play that fast. That is part of his game. So I thought it was a little quick, but then I realized that's how fast he usually plays. He gets down on it, and he doesn't waste much time. Speaking of wasting time, Dwayne is struggling to get something out over here on his back. We'll view all the tables here. I'll come back to that shortly after this jump shot. This is probably a better view for this. Good thing is the 8 ball is pretty far away. And he doesn't have to go over all of the 8 ball. He only has to go over like 3/4 of it. Oh, that was fast. Oof. Speaking of getting down and making a move. Good shot, Dwayne. Wasted no time. Struggled getting it out of the bag and did not struggle putting it in the hole. It's a little funny here. Like, you want to really slow roll this ball, but then it gets funny. I thought he was going to draw out of it. Oh, he was way more square than I thought. I thought he was a little more thin than that. So, good shot. So he's looking pretty good here. I mean, he's gonna probably just do a little bit of a draw shot here, and what happens is not draw the ball; it's more of a stun. And it'll just come out about 3 inches to the right of where he's at, there, just like that. Great shot. He made that look easy too. He's an old schooler. He's been around this pool hall for years and years and years. So knowledge-wise, he's not lacking anything. Oof. And as I say that, he's going to have a blind cut here, and this cue ball is going to be wrapping around the world. You got to be careful. This is real thin. He might hit the 9 ball, depending on how he hits it. Well. So on this, I like to. I don't really want to mess around with the side pocket with the 9 here, so I like to get above it, give it some stroke. I don't like slow rolling this. Oof. Well, maybe he's sitting okay. Looks like he's sitting a lot better from my angle. I think the 9 was a little tight right there, but looking at the camera, it looks a lot easier. Yeah, he handled that really well. So there was plenty of room. Good out by Rich. Now, when I first started coming in here maybe 15 years ago, it was called the Cues, and Dwayne was definitely in here. And you can tell he was been in here for 20 years prior to that too. So couple knowledgeable players. Dwayne's one of them. So 1-1, Rich breaking here. So he's electing to go a little more in the middle than over to the side. Look at that little step in. Wow. What is that? Oh, man. I've never seen anything like that one before. It was like he's getting ready to do a ninja kick or something right there. Oh, that was funny. Well, you can only see the edge of it here. It might leak out. Yeah, it looks like it's going to leak out. Leave him a pretty easy long shot. I know no 9-foot long shots are easy, but this one's not too difficult. I believe the 2 ball goes past the 8, so he might not have to work the cue ball too much here. Maybe just, yeah, just like that. Yeah, it looks like it goes the way he's played it. Good shot. That 7 ball's a little tricky. He's going to have to get kind of where he's at right now standing. Otherwise, it's going to be a bank situation for him on the 7. But the 2 balls is worry now. Landed pretty straight here. You can either elect to roll up here. It's probably one of the better things to do, or run into the 9. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like just running that line straight across and bumping into the 9 so I can stay above the 4. But You could just stop this ball right here and play safe if you wanted to, and just kind of push it up by the 7. That's an easy shot. You got the 9 to it becomes really big, but I think he's swinging at this. He looks like he's rallying up. He's not ducking. How did he hit it? Yeah, unfortunately, like I said at the beginning of the rack, he needed to be up on the left side of the table to have any real chance to do anything with this 7 ball. Now it's a bank cross corner if he wants to get aggressive or thin this ball and get separation. Yeah, he chose to fire at it, and he's gonna get it a little bit away with it. He left a pretty easy combo, but the 7's gonna kind of leak up a little bit towards the 9, so you gotta be cautious with it. Yeah, see, he missed to the point where the 7 didn't move. A little quick there, in my opinion, too. But here's a pretty good shot here. You could just duck him right behind this 9. Just draw it right into it. Oh, he chose to put it inside and use that way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I always say if you can do anything, at least on a 9-footer, is to get separation. And that's what he did. Not sure if he's going to be jacked up over this 8 a little bit or not. But this is not an easy out. Yeah, looks like that 8 is funny. So you're going to have to either just slow roll it and take your poison. It's probably the best thing to do here. Just try to cinch this ball. See, if you try to hit it the way he did it, it becomes very, very hard to straighten it out. I like to just slow roll that ball, take your poison, even if you're down there a little bit. 9 ball getting in the way. Oh, I think he's okay. Definitely didn't want to get that close, but he handled it. That was a pretty rough go there. Both sides, people are missing some balls there, and Rich is happy to get that one out of the way. Goes up 2-1. Looks like a dry break here, and it's going to leave Dwayne to the table. I think if you just kind of draw out of this, yeah, it's a little steep. You might have to try to come in between the 7 and the 8 and just come straight across. Some people like to go high and go between the 7 and the 5. Yeah, he's in a stunner draw out of this. He just right between them. Yeah, good shot. Again, just landed pretty straight, so you might have to draw out of this and. straw out of this on his left side of the 4 in the rail. Whew, yeah, that's a stretch. Yeah, he's in a tough spot, just how straight he is. He's going to take his poison here, and he might be able to come 2 rails and out. But he's minimized his route with using this bridge. Oof. Yeah, he cocked too back, or too far back, and fell out of the bridge there. So he tried to, oh, at least he can see it. Not a bad shot. Actually worked that out pretty well from where he was. I mean, I'm not trying to do anything here but get behind this 8 ball. That's all I'm trying to do personally. Let that float up on the end rail and just sit right on that 8. Ooh, he went that way. Oh, man. That point just eliminated everything he was doing, man. That was hit really well. He was going to use the 6 and the 9. There was no way Rich was going to be able to see the 3 ball. And looks like he's going to have to jump. It's not a hard jump, but what makes this jump hard is the 6 ball being so far away from it that you're going to have to land to the point to where you're probably going to be in the air upon contact on this 3 ball. So you got to try to settle this ball down. So what I try to do is land right after the 6. So that way it can settle down. I don't want to be elevated as much, so I don't have a bunch of hop. So I want to just get over it and settle it down as quick as possible. Not easy, because Whitey wants to come off the table on this one. Yeah, see, he's doing exactly what I was saying. Just try to get right past the 6. And unfortunately landed on top of it. So gives a chance for Rich to open up this gap a little bit. This 6 ball is going to be a problem ball. Oh, I like what he did there. Nice shot. Well, it's not as much of a problem ball now. Good shot there. So he's looks like he's on the opposite side where you might have to throw a little stuff on it. Oh, he was on the correct side. And he hit it a little hard, but he might have been able to fall onto the side here. Yeah, it looks like he fell okay. Maybe put the 8 ball in the... Oh, nice. Oh, he was landed great on that. He was really good on that 7. I'd like to touch inside. Yep. Oh, we got it. It's going to have a kill on there. So when you put that check and that inside on there, just know mentally that it's going to die off the rail. So whatever you think you're going to do, just maybe do another 25% because it is going to die. Oh, it skidded on him. Unfortunately, that ball did skid. And that's why people choose to kind of what I call wrap around the table, so you can actually give that shot some oomph and it eliminates any skids. That's why you see a lot of the top players shooting the ball with some spin and wrap it around and actually use that third rail, that side rail, and even the fourth rail down there. You can't scratch, and you just wrap it around. It comes right between the side and the corner, and it eliminates skidding. Sorry, and that's why you see those players do it. It's unfortunate that happens because he was making that ball. What happens is when you slow roll the ball grabs, and the cue ball actually hits the object ball twice if you break it down per frames per second, and that's why it's all about hitting that ball hard. So you eliminate it hitting it twice. So that's why they do it as far as the pros, just to eliminate that stuff, because when you have a skid like that, it's unfortunate because it shouldn't happen. And when it does, and you're driving home, and that was the reason you're out of the tournament, you stop slow rolling balls. Dwayne's having a hard time getting this thing tight. I don't know if they're not choosing to use a magic rack on purpose, or if that's what's there, they're just using it. I don't know what their thought process is here, but I definitely would like to have a nice tight rack every time I'm breaking, just so I know that I need to adjust left, right, whatever it is as far as my break, instead of adjusting to the rack. So make sure it's always tight. Spend an extra couple seconds to make sure. Anybody that's just starting out, you ought to make sure that there's always something tight in that area, like those top. Yeah, a bummer. And do you see what happened there? Is it wasn't a tight rack. 9-ball went flying into the corner. So that's what happens when you don't have a tight rack. 9-ball goes rolling, and then it becomes sometimes just a really quick game because 9-ball almost went in. If it wouldn't have hit that 3-ball, it would have been coming close to jawing up, and then you got a 3-9. So magic racks are a little more consistent with parking the 9-ball and making sure it doesn't have an opportunity to go in one of those corners. So this is wide open. It's all about just staying focused and getting on the correct side of the object ball. All right, it's gonna have to come up and down here. Right in. Ooh, he chose to just stay there. Interesting. It's a pretty tough back cut here. Not easy at all. Just because you got to come almost out of 90. You have a little bit of that point to play with there, but not much. That's what he's looking at right now. How much do I have to play with? Because this is thin. Plus, you almost want to put some pace onto it just so you know that it's going exactly where you're aiming. So then you're coming up and down. I mean, it's just a pretty risky, scary shot. Because making it is hard enough, and then you're just guessing on where Whitey's going. So he might not even try to go for it. Yeah, he went for the 9. Ooh, I like that try. Yeah, I like not going for it there. So I like that shot. And to be honest with you, if the 9-ball goes in there, it's a genius shot. So good try. Now little ducking. Looks like he hit it good. Yeah, he's gonna have to get over that 7. So it looks like a 4-9 might be here cooking up in the works. sure if I really go for it, but try to make it maybe first. But it's there. Yeah, that's what he tried to do. He tried to make it. Unfortunately, it didn't stay in the jaws there. It just kind of bounced out of there. I mean, if it sits in that jaws, yeah, he probably can go off the rail and make it, but it's not a cupcake like this. Oh, I put a little outside on there, and this is brand new cloth. So when you're not used to brand new cloth, some of these shots are just going to be a little different. And I think some of it's getting to Rich's pre-shot routine a little bit, and him hitting the slow roll balls are a little bit, they just react a little bit different. So we're seeing a little bit of struggle out of both players right now. It is early here. 4-9 looks pretty wired up here, but man, that was a rough game there. Oof. Rich just said, "Man, that was awful," and you know, a lot of truth to that statement, buddy. But again, it all kind of started with the rack, really. I mean, he hits that ball, and 9-ball almost went in, and scratches. Led to a lot of bad juju. So yeah, I guess he wants to break more towards the middle of the ball. The problem is the 3 and the 7 are the balls you're trying to make in, whichever side you're going towards, and it doesn't get what it wants. The 3 and the 7 doesn't go in as often when you're in these areas. 7-ball went right in. Yeah, I think he was looking at trying to use the 5 or the 4 for a blocker. He might get away with using the 2 here. Ooh, the double kiss. Oof, that was extremely lucky. He just missed that. This 8-ball is going to be maybe the breaking point in this game. Doesn't look like it wants to go on the side from this angle. Ooh, well, let's see. You got some separation on that 5. I thought it was going to lock up a little tighter. This one here, you just make it. You're okay if you do. Uh-oh, you just, no. Again, though, this 8 is not pretty, even with ball in hand. think I just try to get behind the 8 here. Looks like he's going to try to get on the rail. It looks like there's enough room on the rail to where if he just goes on the right side of this 8, he's going to be okay, but I think I would elect to go a different route here personally. He hit it great. That's exactly where you want to be. Nice shot. Just took your poison up there. No 2-3 inch draw. Shot. Yeah, now just focus. I don't like putting a lot of high on this ball, but you're still okay. You're not going to scratch in the other corner. But if you put high and it goes hard, it could scratch in the same corner as the 9. So I like just kind of pocket speeding it without slow rolling it, if you will. Speed. We'll see if we can get this rack tight. It's been seeming to be a little bit of an issue, but first try here, so ready to rock. Pretty sure it's pretty sure the score's right. Pretty good speed there. Gotta be careful. This 4 ball likes to stick its toe out. So just be careful. Pretty straight. Wanted a little bit of an angle, but plenty of room. Just touch a high and get about, well, I don't think he's able to get where his hand is, but get necessarily up table a little bit, maybe 4 to 6 inches or so past the side pocket. Well, he didn't get it up there, but this is tough to get on the 6. But you can smooth this and put it pretty close to where he's at right now, a little bit lower. Yep, good shot. Settle, settle. So put the 7 in the same pocket here. Uh-oh. That might leave a mark. So he's sizing up to which side to be on the side here. Side pocket. Nice and easy. You always want to be really careful with the side pockets because you roll a little funny one way or the other and you're having to go 3 rails for shape and frustrating. So you have to be sure when you're playing in the sides. Although the sides are a little more forgiving, so you have that as far as making it, but Whitey can be a little scarce sometimes. But he was on the correct side and he'll be all right. Looked like he was a little upset about it. I don't know. It looks like he's perfect to me. All right. Good out. It's pretty fortunate for him to get ball in hand in that situation. And he took advantage. So if I have the score right, it's 3-3. Excellent. Excellent little break there. Is this off the break? I don't know. I wasn't looking. Oh, man. Let's draw out of this and get on the 5, and it's all Schroet, if you ask me. This is your key shot here. Looks like Dwayne has been taking his time a little more on these shots. Hit that good. He's definitely slowed everything down as far as when he gets down, he still pulls the trigger, but he slowed everything down. Yeah, you underhit that a little bit again when you're putting check on the ball. It's always gonna die. So having that upstairs knowledge, understanding that it's a big thing. He overdid it. Oh, nice shot. That did not look like it was going for my angle. And he looks pretty good here. I don't like holding it up here. I like going back and forth, but we'll see what he likes to do. He's back and forth, but he put some draw on it, man. Good thing about that is he definitely eliminated the scratch. Well, blind cut here. In my opinion, looks like it's flirting with the scratch. If he back cuts this over to the pocket he's looking at right now, that's flirting with the scratch. all day long. So it's going to be about speed here. And he's jacking up a little bit, so that's, oh, he just Z'd it, no problem. Yeah, that's the way I would have shot it. But I definitely like banking. Pretty lucky roll there, and Dwayne will take it. Yeah, they're both electing to come a little more inside the box area. And yeah, when you do that, like I said, the wing balls don't go as often. They're not compressing as much, and if you're not actually putting speed on it, then you're minimizing your chances as well. You got to pop it. And again, look where the 9 ball is. He barely hit it. It went rolling over there. So they just haven't been good racks. He hit it good, but he's going to have to shoot another long one here. This one's just off the rail. If you thought that one was hard, this one's extremely difficult. I almost elect not to go for it just because the shape is just crazy tough. And just thin in the 2 and get separation behind the 5 and the 7 is an option. I don't think I go for it personally. Well, he went for it and got away with it. Rich is in a tough spot here. He's going to have to jump out of this, in my opinion. I don't think there's going to kick, is there? I don't see the kick. Oh, he's massing. Okay. Yeah. Jumping was the shot on that one. Just so tight in there. Plus, he's in there pretty close. He has his hand. He puts his hand right on the rail. So, I don't know if he elects not to jump. I do see a jump stick over there, so maybe he felt the masse was a little easier for him, but a little stretch here. Being left-handed, he's going to have to stand on the end of the table. Doesn't have to do much with the rock. Maybe draw the ball back a little bit. You can stop it, it doesn't really matter, but I like drawing it just to give a little more angle onto the 5. Shot. Try to get in between this 8 and 7. Settle. Yeah, I can still see it, but man, you're starting to flirt with the scratch again here. It could really, really eat at you mentally before you pull the trigger. You also have to try to do something with it, so you have to punch it or do something, but put some spin on it. And he did none of that and made it look very easy. The angle that I have is, I might have to start using the screen a little bit because it looked like he had to back cut that ball and he didn't even have to do anything. This 8-ball's, oh, just barely got past the 8. Just feathered off that nice flick off the 9 and able to see the 7. He's still not out of the woodworks here. But at least he can see it. Might be on the wrong side. Yeah, sometimes I just like to come across one rail, hit this end rail here, just like that. Yeah. Give me right. Side pocket is a little bit of a scarce thought process here too. If you catch this wrong, it can right in the drink. Wait, yeah. That's what I mean by thought process. Like it being a flirt, when you're flirting with scratching, you have to the shot itself is harder now. You got to get away from that. So gave Rich an opportunity to get back to the table, and he follows it in. He's going to make him shoot it. Unbelievable. All right, 5-3. Well, pretty good break there, but you got 5 balls on the rail, and it's ugly. Yeah, that's a rough go there. Well, if he elects to bank this ball just because it's kind of a free shot, you got to hit hard and stick it. Yeah, I like stiffen that ball. But needless to say, if he gets on this backside now that the 4-ball moved, the 3-9 could be an option. Well, he tried to go above it. I'll tell you what, if I'm Dwayne, my opponent is not liking his next shot. There is no aggressiveness coming out of my thought process here. But Dwayne says otherwise. That was brutal. Yeah, this is pretty tough here. 'Cause even if you make it, your 4-ball. Yeah, it was so tough that he's like, yeah, no, thank you. I think he got safe there. Dwayne's reaction says it all. He did. A lot of distance here. Yeah, it looked like he was going to come out okay, but he left him he overdid it. He might get safe, though. Yeah, he definitely got safe. Let's see if Dwayne's fortune still continues, because that was pretty fortunate there. You gotta take advantage of those situations when you do get those rolls. It's time to take advantage. So we'll see if he can do it. So he might have to go above the 8. Yeah, he does. got to be careful with with a little bit of touch of draw can really lead to that side pocket here. So either do a lot or none. He chose to do a lot. Oof. Oh, it was always flirting there. Yeah, tough one. Yeah, the way he's looking, he's going to be back cutting this blind angle. Actually, I don't think he does blind angle. Yeah, it goes that way. Yeah, that's the way I would have went too, after looking at the other angle. Man, that's not easy. That is not easy. If you can think about not rubbing that end rail, it helps you subconsciously. Yeah, he ran right into the end rail. Sheesh. Did not get a good roll there. Just stun straight over, hit it firm. Shot. He's got a great angle here. Being left-handed, he's a little funny maybe with where he's standing. A little awkward, but nothing that Dwayne can't handle. Don't go on the rail. Get off the rail, get off the rail. Okay, it did get off the rail a little bit, man. You're talking rail to rail shots right there. That is not easy. And I don't care who you are. But he did get off the rail, so he's okay. Used all that pocket. Oof. Well, that puts him up 7-3. Yeah, they both started out really fast as far as playing wise, and then Dwayne, about 20% into the match, he slowed his roll mentally and came into more of a zone. And I feel Rich is still going fast. I think if he took another second or two, I think it would do a lot for his game. And I mean that by when he comes down on it, like before he pulls the trigger, just take another 1 or 2 seconds. And I think that would really help. Look at that 9 ball. And he's barely hitting him. Six ball being where it is. The good thing about that is the 5. If you come down on this lower right side of the table, the 5, can naturally run into that. So that's a good thing. Uh-oh, not anymore. Yeah, this became really ugly really quick. There wasn't a lot of problems, and now I'm seeing 3. he just got too straight on this. It doesn't bank. It'll bank 2 rail. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. It'll bank 2, maybe 3 back on the side. But with this new felt, it's not going to grab. It doesn't. I don't think it banks. Yeah, it doesn't grab. See how it stayed there? It just stayed. It's too brand new. That shot might not even be available on this table until probably the last day. Well, that helped. If you're a Dwayne fan, that helped. Now there's no problems. What a difference a couple shots make. Just take your poison here with the distance. And that's what he did. He did take his poison with the distance on the 6. Just kind of cinched that 5, and unfortunately he just overdid it. There's a lot of traffic down there. Is he electing to go combo? Yeah. I saw a lot of traffic. It's a pretty smart move there. Good shot. I think that's going to work out pretty well for him. He might be able to come off the side, the end rail and off the side of the 8 and carry him in off there. It might be there. What a 1 pocket shot. He's not looking at it. He's looking at kicking at it from this way. I think if I go the other way off the end rail, I think I like that route better. Maybe he's jumping it. No, he's grabbing his jump cue. Yeah, so it looks like Rich got him pretty good. He's a little high on the 7 to where the end rail is tougher to hit without a bunch of spin. That angle shows it pretty well. So he's going airborne. The problem with this one is if you don't hit this full, it wants to roll on top of the rail and then roll off the table. So hit it square, not on the side. Oh man, how did he hit it? Sheesh, talk about hitting it square. It's a hell of a shot. I didn't even think it went past the 8. Well, now we know it did. Great shot. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I do know that you can double kiss this in. It's all about speed. Having that cue ball float into it with it, and you ride it. Have a double kiss with the brand new felt. It'll go. You can't hit it hard though. You gotta hit it smooth. Hitting it hard just sits there and spins. Doesn't actually move it forward. You want it to be moving forward. Yeah, he's not doing that right-handed. I'll promise you that. He's not double kissing it with right hand. You might be able to punch it 2 rails and get separation here too. Still hard to see if he can see all of the 6 or not. If I was thinking if he couldn't see all of it, he could double kiss it. Oh, he could see it to make it almost. Oh, man. He could see all of it. How good was his jump? Believable. Wow. Go off the rail with very, very very smooth off the rail. Good shot. That's exactly what he did. Could use this 9 if you need to. I think he's square where he doesn't need to. Use it if you can so you're not jacked up over it. Awkward cueing. Good speed. That's a great shot right there. He needs this mentally, so just make this. Good job. All right, cool. Good out. He's been having some issues on the 9, so probably really good for him to see that one go in. Pretty unfortunate for Dwayne to make that jump and then unfortunately be stretched out like that, not be able to make that 6. But Rich said, "Thank you very much. I will take that." The one ball moved out completely on him. I wonder if he's going to notice it or not. I mean, it just rolled completely out on him. And he did recognize it, thankfully. I was trying to point, but he wasn't looking at me. I don't want to see something like that happen. And here's the ninja move. Ninja move and dry brakes. I see a rollout in the near future. Not sure what he's electing to do here, but he's pushing through. He made me make the 9. Yeah, good shot. Didn't want to park the 4 necessarily right there, but that 9 is way ugly sitting there. When you're sitting down and that 9 ball, the money ball, is in the jaws, you're not a happy camper. So good move on Dwayne's part there. And like I said, you didn't want the 4 just to sit up like that. You really wanted it to be somewhere awkward. But if the 4-9 some way got weird, then you're upset about it too. But unfortunately, Rich ran into that 6. He might get Dwayne back to the table. Man, that would be super unfortunate. But yeah, I don't think he can do much. Just make a hit here. Okay, good job. And he, I believe, got safe. Don't think a window was there. This is the view that I kind of have, but it's even worse than this, to be honest with you. But I think you can see an edge. Maybe come 2 rails and use these 4 balls here for blanket. But he might be able to see it. He's revving up like maybe he can see it. Oh, you can see it, no problem. And he hit it great. That's a great shot there. So focus on the angle that you want to have on the 5 now to get on the 6. You stay 3 balls ahead. If you're somebody that's a 450, a 500, 550 speed, something like that, and you're really trying to improve and do the correct things and not play lazy pool, you want to always go over and look at your line and be 3 steps ahead. So right now he needs to be on the 5 to get on the 6 to make sure that he has a good angle for the 7. And if you're 3 steps ahead,